Hi everyone, my name is Rukayat Alabi and I'm the CEO of RKY Careers. I'm a serial entrepreneur, I'm a 4 times founder, and I'm super excited to be welcoming you all to the very first episode of the Limitless and Thriving podcast.
One, two, three, four.
Yes. So welcome everyone. What is Limitless and Thriving podcast, right? So Limitless and Thriving podcast is a podcast, that is focused on lending voices, supporting immigrants, professionals, business owners, entrepreneurs in their journeys, right? I personally have a lot to share when it comes to like building successful businesses, right? Or integrating into the either job market or, the business world. And I'll be bringing to you guests, as well, who have worked in your part. So are you an immigrant? Are you from Africa? Are you from Nigeria, from Ghana, India, or wherever you might be from? And you're in a new terrain, you're in a new country, and you are wondering, right? Do we limit ourselves, to just some kind of activities or some kind of jobs, and that's what we are here to talk about. I would say personally, right, I've experienced it all, having to move to a new country, going through all the, you can only do this kind of jobs, you can only do this certain kind of jobs as an immigrant, they won't employ you into corporate jobs, navigating that and eventually landing, my desired role, to even building a business as well. Right. And within a short time, growing it to like a 6-figure business. And I've seen it all, to be honest. And one of the things I have seen is the fact that as immigrants, right, as underrepresented communities, or I would say as minority ethnic communities, we are not really represented as such. When people are sharing their stories, you really find people who actually are sharing from your perspective, from your struggles, right? And that is why we have created this safe space for us, right? For us, because our challenges are different. Say, for instance, you hear about DEI, that's for the workspace, right? But you rarely hear those saying they're committed to DEI, talk about how much visa sponsorship jobs they've offered, right? That's for the job aspect. Also for the business side, you hear a lot of people talk about grants and a lot of support for business owners. There's really that, particular space for us as immigrants. Naturally, you're not entitled to public funds. There are just some things that just overlook our needs as immigrants. And that's why we have created this space, for ourselves. The need, to create a safe space for ourselves to be inspired by others who have been successful. Because you're an immigrant does not mean you can't be successful businesses, does not mean you can't win awards, does not mean you can't do all that you wish to do or that you were able to do from back home as well. One of the things that I know that is very important is information. A lot of people do not have access to the right information. A lot of people believe in lots of myths, that's about impossibilities. I think information about impossibilities travel way faster than, those that talk about, possibilities. Yeah. So basically, this podcast is going to help because we're going to bring to you possibilities, opportunities. I mean, there's nothing as inspiring as, seeing somebody that probably you went to the same school with, or you worked in the same previous company with, achieving some certain heights, either in their careers or businesses, and listening to how all of this happened and gaining insights as well from it, can be very inspiring. I remember when I first started in the business as well, I would look at some people ahead of me and like, oh, how come they have lots of these awards? All those things you need to do to position yourself strategically such that opportunities that they won't chasing you and not the other way around are things you're going to gain in this podcast. So I'll say you're welcome once again. Subscribe to the channels and I'll see you in the next episodes. Cheers.